So I just finished my morning noting session again. I switched noting and body scanning day to day. So today I did noting, yesterday I did body scanning. For some reason, body scanning isn't it's never as exciting as noting. Like, noting is crazy shit, dude. I feel like it's getting harder to describe what I'm doing as well. And like at the moment, it literally feels like I'm setting like a new personal record every noting session, but always in a slightly different way. Not in every category or every factor, but every noting session is different and it pushes the limit in like a new direction somehow. So crazy. Oh. So one thing I realized is that basically every meditation session, no matter what technique I do, it's kind of just like simultaneously dropping everything as much as possible, just kind of do nothing, super relaxed, accepting everything, that kind of thing. Times or and just really, really pushing and really just I can't describe it. Really going forward, really leaning into this moment right here, just pouring everything in. Fuck me. Wow. Sheesh. Um, yeah, and I just do different techniques, but they kind of all, like, that's the underlying thing. And then I wonder how kind of hard practices fit in there, like compassion and love and all that nice stuff. But I feel like it's just in there. Yeah, yeah. Oh, so exciting. No, it's kind of, I can't really describe it. I'm still struggling with actually noting. Like, it's just, I don't know. I do it, and then at some point I drop it, and it's so much better. But I have to do it for a bit, and then dropping it is okay, because it's like at some point it just feels so like just like clunky and unnecessary. Yeah. And then there's this really interesting kind of I actually got lost in thought a lot. Um, but it's like, oh, it's so interesting. Every time I just came back, okay, right here, right now. Oh, what is this? Yeah. But then also immediately afterwards, I'm like, okay, don't push, like push as hard as possible, but don't push at all. Like, drop everything. Oh, it's so cool. Really nice. Yeah, and I felt like this time I really see how kind of the senses are merging. Like like it's getting hard to even sort of know what sense is present right now. Like, at some point I was kind of sort of concentrating on an emotion, but I didn't even have like the space to say what it was. It was just that emotion and I couldn't put a label on it. It was just too just that emotion right there, and I didn't know that it was an emotion. It's just there's stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, that's how the stuff feels, but no clue what it is. Like, I can't label it just for a few seconds. Yeah, and it's really weird because basically after I dropped noting, I still, it's still the technique I'm doing in a way. So I kind of keep a certain trying to recognize what sense is there right now. So I do at times, like, it's like oh yeah, that's hearing. Oh yeah, that's feeling. And it's so interesting because each of the single senses have like a super strong feeling of like everything moving and being really finely grained pixely or something. In the visual field, it's like super fine pixels or something. Not like squarey, but like but on like a very fine level. Like my fingers are way too clunky and big for it. And sound is also like, and I can almost make out expansion contraction, but a little, yeah, that'll come. Like I can kind of get hints of it, kind of that feeling of like two opposites or it's so cool. Yeah, and in the body, it's just super clear, and so in a way, it's all just wherever I look, it's and then it's super interesting because there's also that feeling of everything just being there when it's there, and it's like I get that mostly when I kind of open up to all the senses and kind of compare. So when I kind of feel my knee or something in my body and I hear the sound, it's like it's like impossible to say when what is present because it's just I don't know, it's just present when it's present. And it's like, bro, what? I don't know. Whoa, I'm a little cold. Ooh. Oh, so good. Oh, so interesting though, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that immediacy, it's so interesting. I can't put a finger on it, but it's like, oh, that's good stuff there. Yeah, yeah. Feels very productive. Yeah. It's also, it's just so good. Yeah, and what I also did was I realized that kind of the thinking still completely blows me off. I can't follow it. It's like it's almost like thinking is still a lot like in a blind area. It's happening without me being conscious of it, and so I kind of really honed in on that. Mm. Well, that was nice because it's there is like I don't know what that difference is, but at some point I did see how the thinking kind of recognized itself as thinking, It's like, or I recognized it as who cares, as like, but there is a difference, yeah, and there's also that conceptual layer difference, and I play around with that a little bit, like it's actually cold. Yeah, it's interesting to kind of watch thoughts form and then see, oh yeah, at that level it's kind of just sound and blah blah blah, and at that level it's interpreted as like a thought and like a more of a like it has like a clear. Oh, it's hard to say. Then it's not very present anymore. I can't make out the underlying sounds and visual stuff. It's more of a, oh yeah, that's what it means. It's like, ooh, well, in a very exciting session. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have a nice day.